Hey guys, welcome to this abridged version of my review of With Difficulty Comes Ease, a drama streaming on Prime. This movie is written and directed by Korede Azeez, also the director of It Blooms in June, and I'm looking forward to reviewing that movie. It's taken me like forever. I've been meaning to review it forever. Let's get straight to the synopsis, which says Zainab, a recently widowed Muslim woman, endures the suffocating confines of her mother-in-law's home, where she must remain until the end of her mandatory mourning period. Burdened with financial woes and a secret pregnancy, an unlikely friendship becomes her lifeline as she confronts her grief and redefines her aspirations in a struggle to move on. This movie stars Uzoamaka, Aniunoh, Caleb Richard, and Ummi Baba-Ahmed. These are all really fantastic actors to varying degrees. So as far as the cast and performances, really great there. So let's get straight to what works. This movie gets a lot right. The topics and themes are very socially and culturally relevant. The various conflicts are well articulated, and just the narrative arc just forms a very cohesive whole. While hardship and grief are key plot factors here, I never feel overwhelmed by the weight of all of these because the movie is not heavy-handed. The narrative plot is smooth, is coherent, is thoughtful, and is evocative. The pace works. There's an obvious show of respect for the cultures that the film is centered around. There are many instances where expectations are subverted and misdirection is plotted that actually works. There's good character arcs for the characters. For good or for bad, these characters feel very human. Their motivations are obvious, and just their responses are very understandable. This movie has lots of heart. I like Abuja as a location. There's good production value that makes for an immersive viewing experience. In general, the technical aspects work. Guys, have you liked this video? If you haven't, please hit that button, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Let's get to what does not work. There's some mistakes with the plot, and they're highlighted in the detailed version of this review. Not all of the emotional beats are convincing. The end is a bit too pat, a bit too convenient with how everything just comes together. Something about the character Zainab that puts me off a bit is her lack of empathy when Ryan, who has always stood up for her, breaks down and she's just kind of like really cold and somewhat judgmental. Also, her character could have had a bit more nuance. Ryan also is a bit too one-dimensional, and his presence in Zainab's life is a bit too much of a plot convenience for me. The movie tries to juggle too much, and at some point some of the issues seem to fade into irrelevance. In conclusion, I'm just going to say that this is a really good watch. I like this movie a whole lot. The pace is slow. You may need to be patient with it. I think it could have shaved off some of the run time. It could have been shorter, but this is a good film. It's done with great sensitivity, and the performances are really strong. It covers a host of socially relevant topics. I would be proud to recommend this movie, and indeed I do. So that's it, guys. That's it for With Difficulty Comes Ease. There's a detailed version of this review linked below, so check that out. That one's easier to share. And what do I say to you guys? You have the right to an incredible viewing experience, so never settle. Thank you.